Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Let's jump into the Bitcoin chart.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream today. Bitcoin's having a much better day than we had yesterday. It's about time we get some green candles coming. We'll see if they last. We're going to go over, are we going to get rejected from this kind of, you guys can see in the pregame lobby, are we going to break this trend line that was previous support and not flip it as new resistance? Or are we going to flip it as resistance and continue back to the downside? Well, we're going to go over that kind of beginning the stream today, okay? So what I did want to note is you can look at our current 4-hour price action pretty bearishly or pretty bullishly. So we're going to go over what the patterns that we could have broken out of for Bitcoin on the 4-hour and also could be in the 4-hour time frame. We're going to go over a bunch of macro stuff. All the fun stuff today that we usually go over for BTC. But I hope you guys had a fantastic Wednesday. It's hump day, halfway through the week. We're going to power through until Saturday as freaking always. Guys, there will be some, if there's any bears out there, I want to state that if there's any bears out there to start the stream, there will be a good amount of hopium during today's stream, right? I've been pretty bearish the last 2 or 3 days, so, it's time to maybe look at some bullish stuff, instead of just bearish. What kind of helps with that is we could be in a bullish pattern for Bitcoin nonetheless. So that's something that we could be looking at for today. So make sure all you bears out there are prepared. I know you bears don't like hopium, but we're going to have some today, along with some obviously bearish news as well. So let's start out with the possible bearish scenario, right? We know we broke down from this symmetrical triangle. We broke down, and now we have come back up to retest that as resistance, right? So we are right at that right now. Are we going to break this level and then continue to the upside and retest the top of this trend line once again? Or are we going to do the bearish scenario where we actually get rejected here and continue back down to retest the bottom of our pattern that we're going to talk about very shortly, which has been a very good pattern for Bitcoin in the past. And every time this pattern forms, it's seen, whether it's a bearish or bullish wedge, which you guys can probably already see it is, it always, at least in Bitcoin, at least in the last couple months, has played out perfectly every single time. But we know when we think things are going to play out perfectly, they don't always do it, right? Because the whales like to play their games. Where's the whale? Where's our whale early in the stream? We need a whale. So today, obviously, we had the whales come in and buy this dip, okay? This kind of is going to get me to my next point. Whale came in, bought the dip. Everyone say hi to the whale. All right, perfect. So we're going to see if we break this trend line. But if you look at our top support and our top resistance of these two, I guess you can call it purple. I guess you can call it teal or blue lines. We are forming a falling wedge, right? And the reason I didn't have this yesterday is because I was waiting for one more touch on the downside. You guys know I like 3 touches on both sides to confirm a pattern. And just today, we came back down and bounced perfectly off that trend line. So we got that third touch, 1, 2, 3 on the downside. And obviously, we've already had 3 touches on the top side. So to me, I mean, at least right now, this is pretty much confirmed in my opinion. And these usually break up to the upside. Well, what's our target, right? Obviously, we have to get back above this resistance, right? And then obviously, we have to break this resistance as well. So we have 2 big resistances to break first. But if you guys did want to know what the target is to this, the target is all the way up here at approximately about 36,700, which is our top touch of the wedge, right? So that would be our technical target of this. And we're going to go over a couple of last times where Bitcoin has been either in a falling wedge or in a rising wedge and show you guys that every time it seems to work out pretty perfectly for Bitcoin, whether it's bullish or bearish. So the first we're going to start out with is the one we had here in back in June, right? Where we kind of had this rising wedge, where we had, once again, 3 touches on both sides. We dumped it to the downside, hit our measure move target, right? The bottom of the wedge. We closed up right at the bottom of the wedge. Perfect play out there, right? So that was a bearish one, right? That was a rising wedge. Now, if we look at past rising wedges, right? We obviously know the big one that we broke down from up here that everyone likes to talk about, right? We broke down from that one. And we actually came down. We eventually hit our target. It was a little bit later, but we came back down and we broke downwards for that one, right? Same thing right here, right? Once we broke from that one, we actually formed another one and we broke down from that one, hit our target perfectly on that one, and then ended up dumping a little bit lower. Now, you might be saying, Jordan, that's a bunch of rising wedges. What about a falling wedge? Well, we had one relatively in the same spot last time we were in this general area, right? Where we kind of had this falling wedge, same type of thing. We actually had a fake out to the upside and then eventually pumped back up, hit our measure move target perfectly, right? The top of the wedge, came back down, and then ended up pumping back further up to the upside. So you can see the last 4 times we've had these wedges, they've worked out pretty nicely. So we'll see if this one plays out the same way, but this would get us back up to about that $36,700 region. So obviously, we have a couple of resistances we have to break first. This is not something that's like right now I'm saying, guys, we're going to 36,700. We got to break these resistances first. And that's why I had this level circled right here, because you could also, like I said, look at this as a bearish scenario where we did already fall from the symmetrical triangle and are just confirming that as resistance before we continue lower, right? So keep in mind, we have to break that red resistance first, in my opinion, to confirm that it's not a symmetrical triangle. And the other reason why I don't think we broke out, and I don't think it's a symmetrical triangle, just look at the volume, right? The volume does not support a breakout of the symmetrical triangle to the downside, right? You can see just continuous lower volume here. We haven't got that volume yet, right? We're waiting for that volume spike, to whether it's a red volume spike, green volume spike, whichever way we break out. We're waiting for that volume to confirm the breakout, okay? So that's the 4-hour time frame, guys. I'm seeing this falling wedge that I do expect to break to the upside if we can break these two very important resistances. Okay. Don't forget to destroy the like button. Thank you. My favorite YouTuber in crypto. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it, man. All right. Anything on the RSI for Bitcoin? Not really, right? I think the one thing we could probably look at, and it's probably because we're at support, is if you just look at our last two kind of highs on the 4 hour, we could have some bearish divergence, but Bitcoin could completely nullify that if we can break this resistance to the upside, which we may do maybe after this next 4 hour close, which we know is in about 53 minutes. Maybe we wait until that closes and then we get the next candle with the upside. Bitcoin likes to do that sometimes. Or it likes to wait till my stream's over because we know Bitcoin does not pump or does not dump while I'm on stream. You guys know this. And you guys know this. Everyone knows this. Bitcoin goes sideways while I'm on stream. My favorite McDonald's employee. Yes. I don't have the McDonald's hat on today because it is very humid out here today. So I don't have the McDonald's hat on. Anyways, let's switch on over to the hourly. Maybe look at some of this from an hourly perspective. So earlier today, I was looking at this, we were talking about this yesterday. It's not exactly a falling channel, but it does respect it as support and resistance multiple times in the past, right? It looks like, depends on how you draw, right? But it looks like we're getting resistance on this again. And obviously that the bottom is support. We broke through it, came back into it. So these two kind of trend lines are playing out pretty well. We obviously broke through it earlier today. And then we pumped back to the upside. I think the reason why we pumped it to the upside, one, because the hourly actually wasn't oversold, but we did have some bullish divergence on the hourly, which I think ended up pumping up to the upside, where we got pretty significant lower lows on the price action. And at the same token, we got higher lows on the RSI. So I think that's what pumped us up initially, back us up into this little hourly channel with obviously a fake out to the upside. But that's what pushed us up to the hourly. I think if we break, in my mind, if we break 33,000, that's the level we're trying to break here on the 4 hour time frame. But I think if we break that, I think we get a pretty quick move up to seeing about 33,300, which is our next local high. I'm actually gonna move up this line. I'll keep that. I'll move this line down 33,300 or so. Right there, right about there. That's kind of our next resistance here on the hourly, but we're not going to spend too much time on the hourly time frame today. It is the hourly. We're more focused on this 4 hour break as far as short-term time frames go. Did I just say drawer? I don't think I said drawer. I could be. I could have. Did I say drawer? I don't know. Did I say drawer, guys? You guys would know. Actually, you know what? No, I want to do a poll real quick because someone asked me, you should do a poll, see if people are bearish or bullish. Are you, hold on, bullish? I want to do this in the beginning of the stream before we get any price action, because something tells me that the sentiment is going to switch. Bullish or bearish? Or bearish for BTC for the next month. We're going to say month. All right, I'm going to get the sentiment here. Bullish or bearish for Bitcoin for the next month? What are you? I said bullish or bear. Anyway, it works. 4 hour, right? So you guys know. You guys are probably looking at this what the heck is going on here, Jory? Well, this is my 4 hour fractal, right? I still think it's playing out, even though it's not exactly the same. I color coded it to each part of the fractal, and I think we are still going to play this out. What I think right now is we are forming, obviously, the falling wedge. You could also call it a falling channel, but nonetheless, I think we did the same type of thing in the last consolidation. And we ended up pumping back up to the upside shortly after, right? Not going to say it's going to happen tomorrow. This time it took us, a couple days, a couple weeks to get back up there. But nonetheless, I think my fractal is looking pretty damn good. Obviously, it's not perfect, right? It's not meant to be perfect. This blue one is showing, like, sometimes the candle bodies show the wick, so it gets a little skewed there. But nonetheless, you can see how, you can just see how the general structure of it is pretty much the same. It's not perfect, though. It's not freaking perfect. Fractals never say die. Exactly. If you guys are new, this is basically this price action right here, where we have the same wick-off distribution that we had back, obviously, in our current day of time frame. We had literally the same pattern playing out that we did up here. Okay, just on obviously a bigger time scale. So keep that in mind. But we're gonna keep looking at this, see if this continues to kind of play out for BTC. People are one day bearish and the next day bullish. Laughing face. There we go. There's the emojis in the chat. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Anyways, switching on over to the next one. We got the daily time frame here. So look what we did. We wicked right off the top of our big green box of support, where Bitcoin hasn't closed on a daily since this whole consolidation, right? Not once. Not once. So you can see here, we actually closed right here. We closed right here, and we wicked right off that level, right? So Bitcoin doesn't close below about 31,500 on the daily time frame. So keep that in mind. So nice thing on the daily. Obviously, our RSI is coiling up, right? Obviously, it's the RSI. It's not price action, right? But it's something that we can look at. And what do you know? The July 18th GBTC unlock, like we know, is happening right at the apex of this. I guess you can call it, consolidation. It's not really consolidation. It's just a downtrend of the daily RSI and the uptrend of the daily RSI. Getting squeezed in between these two levels, continues to be squeezed with another bounce off the bottom of it today. You can call this a coincidence. I don't think so. We'll see what happens over the course of the next couple of days. I do expect a big move over the course of the next couple of days, like we talked about in yesterday's stream, where every indicator is literally either right in the middle, Bollinger Band super tight, volume super low. Something's got to give. Something's got to give here relatively somewhat soon. Thank you, Joe. My fractal is very sexy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Everyone that wants to make fun of my fractal, right? We're all friends here, right? I make fun of my friends for being Lakers fans. I make fun of my friends for being Jets fans. It is what it is. Everyone who makes fun of my fractal, I dare you to find a better one out there. I dare you to. Okay? We're all friends, though. We're all friends. But some of you guys like to use emojis. I like to use emojis sometimes, too. Just not the laughing face one. Anyways, let's go on into our next one on the, obviously, one more thing, like, obviously the falling channel, we're still right in the middle of the range, so it's not really much to really comment on here on the daily time frame so much, but nonetheless, we got our daily close coming up in about 45 minutes. We'll recheck the daily when the time comes. Volume still extremely low. Like I said, the volume hasn't been this low, this consistently in a long time, in a very long time. I mean, it's been a few times it's been low for maybe 1 or 2 days, but nonetheless, there he is. There he is. There's the 5 emojis. There's the 5 emojis. The classic troll comment in the chat. It's always one emoji, but usually 5. Steven said, "Why do you still shill so much, bro?" I don't know, man. I shill so freaking much. I love to shill. I love to shill. But you can see here, we haven't really had volume this low, this consistently since the beginning of really the middle of last year, back in October and back in July. So something's got to give. Last time volume was this low, we got a huge pump to the upside. Second time volume this was low, back in this level, we ended up getting a pump to the upside. So not going to say we're going to get a pump to the upside. We could obviously dump to the downside, but keep that in mind. Yeah, make sure you guys stay hydrated. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. This was a $50 super hat, and then you said the while what I was thinking, so $5 this time. That's all right on the grind. I'm a Lakers fan, so at the end of the day, it's all playful jabs, right? But I'm still salty about the last time you beat us in 2010, right? We should have won that series. We choked. you know, it is what it is. We should have be in 2008 and 2010, but it's okay. Okay. That's too funny. Anyways, going on into the next one. I know there's a lot of Lakers fans in it probably because a lot of people, I guess I think the Lakers have the biggest fan base. Maybe the other than the Knicks. Anyways, weekly time frame. Obviously, we talked about how, you know, we dipped once again below the 50-week exponential. I expect us once again to close back above it, just like we've done for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. Now we haven't gone below it 8 for 8 weeks. We actually went below it for 6 out of 8. But every week, everyone's panicking, and then we end up closing right back above it. Just like I said yesterday, even though I was bearish yesterday, I did state. Yeah, makes sense, Dewey. We'll go over in a second. Even though I was bearish yesterday, and I was bearish the day before yesterday, and the day before yesterday, and maybe even the day before yesterday, what I will state, and what I've stated every day, is even though I did expect a short-term dip, like I said every day, right? I do expect us to close above the 50-week exponential, right? I don't expect to close above that. I expect, like we do every week, right? We dip, and then we end up coming right back by Sunday. Right back by Sunday. Right back by Sunday. So, I mean, what do you think about Cardano? Will we be bully? We'll check out Cardano Aiden. But like I said, we're below it right now. I expect us to be back above 33,800 by the end of the week, by Sunday, personally. That's really on the weekly though. Like, not much really to look at on the weekly time frame. That's really not what the point of the video is here today. Let me check on Bitcoin again. Looks like we get a second rejection wick, but could just be waiting for the next 4-hour candle, which once again is in 41 minutes and 21 seconds. You guys are probably like, how does he know the exact seconds? Well, it says it right on the top corner there, right? Get it right. Obviously, one more hopium thing. We know we looked at this all the time, but to me, this is the most important chart to look at, and I think this is the chart that makes all the bears throw up, and this makes all the bears question why they have their bear suits on. Okay, maybe not. Maybe all the bears just love their bear suits, and you know, maybe it's just going to be maybe they're going to sew their bear suits onto them forever. Who knows? But we know this has happened in every single bull market. And before all the trolls come in, we got Ben copy right up here because this is Ben's chart, right? We all know he's the only one that's allowed to look at this chart. So shout out to Ben. But anyways, we know we have, right, continuous lower gains over time, and the cycles take longer. We were I guess you can say overbought. It's not really the correct word here, but we were overextended based on where we were in the last cycle in 2017. We were completely above 2017 as far as price action goes. We shouldn't have went up that fast. I think the reason why we did go up that fast, obviously, was the Tesla news, right? It was the MicroStrategy's buying Bitcoin like crazy, right? But it was really Tesla, right? That's what really skyrocketed us up, I think, faster than we really should have in the first place, right? But you can also note in the middle of every bull market, right? In the middle of every bull market, this chart doesn't work because look how every cycle gets smaller and smaller. That's the whole damn point, Shorty. Shorty, I know you're in here all the time. That's the whole damn point. Whole damn point is you get less gains over time, but it takes you longer over time. So what we expect based on the trend is the chart to end somewhere over here. That's the whole point of what I'm trying to say, right? So, you know, obviously we cooled down back below 2017. Like I said, no matter how we get to the end point, no matter if we dip a little more and then come back up, no matter if we go, you know, sideways like this, no matter if we get one big pump, another big dump, and we get back up there, no matter if we go like freaking this, it doesn't matter. I think at the end of the day, we're going to get back up to wherever we're expected to get up to. We were going up too fast. Way too much FOMO, way too much meme coin craze, way too much early institutional adoption that probably wasn't expected that soon. So at the end of the day, we're getting our typical middle of the cycle dip. 2011 got the same thing. 2013 got the same thing. 2017 didn't get as big of a dip, but we also didn't go up as fast. right? So we had about a 40% correction in 2017 as well. So I think, you know, in the grand scheme of things, we can be bearish short term. We can be bearish short term, but I just don't think you can be bearish long term until, you know, until this is disproven, until we just like go down to, you know, the 14K area, which all the bears are talking about, right? Which I think is kind of ridiculous, but we're not going to go there. How low can things drop after bull run? Last time Bitcoin dropped about 85%. So if all the bears wanted to, you know, say Bitcoin was going to be in the bear market, 85% drop would put you right at approximately about right around 9,500 if we dropped 85%. I don't think we dropped there, right? I'm not a mega bear. Like there's a lot of mega bears out there, which you know, you guys can listen to them if you want the 1400 really the $14,000 price predictions, which I think is kind of crazy personally. But is what it is. Yeah, they know it all. Here comes the market cap BS. XRP. Your name is XRP Gains, my guy. Anyways, coming up next, we're going to go to the Ethereum chats.
This is my
just like I said,
Ethereum.
Just like I said, this is just my opinions, guys. I'm just a guy who looks at the charts. If you're using my advice for your own trading strategies or anything like that, you know, you should probably, you know, get multiple opinions and always go by your own opinions, right? Anyone who claims to know exactly what's going on in the market is completely false. I'm just a guy here who likes looking at the charts, giving my opinions on the charts, and stuff like that, right? Anyways, you can see here for Ethereum, obviously have another little fractal for Ethereum that we're going to look at here. But if we look here for Ethereum, we did drop below the 200-day moving average. But like I stated yesterday, we did the exact same thing, you know, about in the end of June, right? We did the exact same thing. You drop below it right here. And you ended up pumping back to the upside and coming right back down below the 200-day moving average, right? So that's kind of it. But we did bounce nicely off our green box of support, and also nicely perfect confluence off our previous high here and our previous high here. So perfect bounce off those two previous highs. That is perfect for Ethereum. Now, we don't have any bullish divergence. That's going to be like, all right, cool. We're going to pump back up to the upside. But we're going to look at something a little bit different today. And the reason why I'm looking at some of these fractals is because, guys, let's be honest. Everyone's looking at the same patterns. Everyone's been looking at the same patterns for the last 2 months. You know, I just decided to switch it up a little bit, right? So, for Ethereum, so we were looking at Ethereum from the same sense that, you know, we were looking at Bitcoin last time. Bitcoin had the wick-off distribution pattern, right? So around the same time, Ethereum kind of had its I guess it's not really distribution, but it had its big sell-off right here in September, right? Right here in September. We had this big sell-off, consolidated, and continued back up to the upside. Now, I did want to note that this one is obviously, we don't have as much price action to really base this fractal off of just yet. But nonetheless, I thought this was pretty cool. You obviously have to scale it up a little bit, but you overlay it. It fits almost exactly perfectly, right? And even the fractal people can't say that this fits exactly perfect. Now, like I always state, this does not mean that Bitcoin's going to start just obviously or Ethereum's just going to start pumping to the upside. But I thought it was pretty cool that, you know, last time Ethereum had a big dip, everyone was saying Ethereum's dead. This is around the time everyone was saying Ethereum's dead. Cardano is going to start killing Ethereum, and Ethereum dropped about 36%. And then obviously we know the rest is kind of history from there. $300 to about $4,500 in the span of about 6 months. But nonetheless, we had a very, very similar type of consolidation pattern, just like this, and where we ended up kind of bouncing back up to the upside from there. So I don't see a lot of people looking at this. Like I said, I want to look at something different, not the same old mamma jamma. Yeah, we kind of look at every day that kind of everyone's looking at. Like I said, there's not much to talk about right now. We're kind of stuck in a range, but I thought this was pretty interesting for Ethereum, nonetheless. Wow, Wow, a lot of trolls in the chat today. The trolls are out to get me today. Holy crap, man. I guess people are just bored and have nothing better to do. Who's the best troll in the chat today? Let me know. Let me know. Dude, it's freaking hot. It's freaking hot today. Holy crap, man. Man. Fractals to the moon. Like I told you guys I was giving you some hopium today. What did I tell you guys in the beginning of the stream? I was going to give you hopium. I knew it was going to piss off the bears, right? I knew it was going to piss off the bears. That's why I said in the stream, I'm sorry, bears. I'm going to give some hopium today. I tried to warn them, and I knew they were coming for me. I knew they were coming for me. They're all getting timed out right now, which is perfect. Thank you, mods, for timing those guys out. I knew they were coming, but you know, the hopium was coming today because I've been bearish, right? And you guys needed some hopium. So this is another hopium right here with the fractal, all right? Daniel, Bitcoin looks so bad right now. How can you do that title? I mean, just look at the pattern we're in the 4 hour. Obviously, we're talking about short-term stuff, man. Short-term stuff. Short-term stuff. All right. Ethereum. I say everything twice, G. Everything. I say every single thing twice. Anyways, Ethereum Bitcoin ratio looks like we bounced nicely off our old resistance, right? We obviously said we talked about we want to confirm that as new support. That's what's important for Ethereum. So yeah, we had our previous resistance, confirmed as support, and once again we confirmed it as support, exactly like we wanted to do. Now we don't want to break down below this. Obviously, if we do, I don't think it's the end of the world. It's just the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio. In a sense, I don't think it really matters. We could just continue kind of in this downwards channel or hopefully break into the upside. But nonetheless, I think it's good that we held this as support, at least for right now, which could be a nice spring for maybe us breaking to the upside here if you're an Ethereum lover just like me. But no one will be a bigger Ethereum lover than me because obviously Ethereum's my wife. I will give her a call later on in the stream, okay? I'm going to give Ethereum a call later on the stream, tell her how much I love her, tell her how much that fractal just looks so sexy on her, okay? But for right now, we are not going to do it. We are not going to do it. Anyways, let's jump on into Cardano. We'll go back to Ethereum, obviously, if we start making some big moves. Cardano, what do we got going on? Well, I didn't really have any cool fractals for Cardano. I tried today to find some cool fractals. There was really nothing. I tried my best for your Cardano lovers out there, but you don't really need much hopium for Cardano. Majority of Cardano is freaking staked. It's not going to drop too low, all right? And we know, like I say every day, I'm going to continue to say every day, you guys are probably sick of this dad joke by now, okay? Thank you, Connor, man. Your hopium has higher value when you give it out because you aren't a hopium factory. Thank you. I try to give hopium like once a week. I don't try to spam hopium. I try to be realistic, and I actually am being realistic today. I think the charts are looking a little bit better today. But anyways, we know Cardano, every time it even tries to dip below $1, it just gets bought up like cotton candy at a local fair, okay? That's what we're going to say until Cardano breaks $1, and unfortunately, that means the local fair has, too much cotton candy, then we're going to state that I don't think Cardano goes below $1, even if Bitcoin dips. This green box of support will continue to be Cardano's green box of support. We've dipped below it. We dipped to it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. Every time getting a bounce. We have just so much confluence and so much support in that just general box here. And I don't really see Cardano dipping below 112. Also, where our 200-day moving averages, which Cardano hasn't been below since all the way down here in May of 2020, right? So that's one thing to note here for Cardano. Actually, I did want to look at, I always need one more hit of hopium. Well, here you go, Ed, right? We had 820 votes on this poll. Bullish or bearish for Bitcoin for the next month. We have 60% bullish, 40% bearish. I guess some of my hopium worked. I guess my hopium spread across everyone, right? The bears, right? We could all be bears. we can all be bearish for the next month. I think for the next month, even though I'm looking at my fractals, I'm probably a little bit more neutral, right? But I think if I had to lean one way, I'd probably be a little bit more bullish for the next month than bearish, just because I don't think we go that much lower. But I totally understand the bearish point of view. I've been bearish the last 3 days, which is kind of, I know people don't watch my streams that much when they come into my stream and like, are like, you're super bullish, you're a Bitcoin maximalist. Because in reality, we probably talk about, we used to talk about altcoins a lot more than Bitcoin, but you guys know why we talk about Bitcoin more right now, right? I'm sure you guys do. So that is that for Cardano. I don't really want to look at the 4-hour time frames just because it's, I don't really think you have much here on the 4-hour, to be honest. I think you maybe, if anything, I think maybe you just have like a falling channel, but it's not really legit. And I think it's kind of like how Bitcoin broke down from its 1-hour channel and then came back up into it. It's kind of what Cardano did today. So not too much really to go on there. Looks like we're confirming that as support again, hopefully. And then trying to maybe retest the top of this channel here. But we shall see. We shall see for Cardano. I'm crabbish, leaning bearish, but bullish long term. Yeah. Bitcoin's the best. I agree. I think Bitcoin's the best. Does that mean I'm a Bitcoin maximalist? Absolutely not. Ethereum is pretty much, like I said, 1A, 1B with Bitcoin. And then Chainlink and Cardano are both excellent products as well. And then there's dozens of good projects. Now there's dozens of S coins too, but there's dozens of good projects out there. All right, let's go into the macro. And this is my, maybe some more macro hopium for you guys, because I think everyone wants some hopium. Okay, I'm gonna end this poll, by the way. Actually, I'm gonna keep it. We'll see where we end. Before I get into this first thing, I want you guys to realize that one, I'm gonna warn you guys. It's the Google Trends, and it's very, very bright white screen, and there's no night mode on it. And so I'm giving you guys a warning beforehand. You guys can thank me when I bring up the screen. Okay. You guys can thank me. Even the bears can thank me. Second, I do want to note on this that we're going to look at it from all of Google. We're going to look at it from YouTube search, okay? And I'm going to show you guys how the interest of crypto is completely dead right now. The interest in crypto hasn't been this low since the bear market, which is crazy considering now we're still in the 30Ks, which I think is bullish AF. And now we're gonna go over that coming up shortly. All right. All right. Switching on to the Google Trends. All right. This. All right. Can you guys see it? All right, you guys can see it. This is the search term Bitcoin. Okay. The search term Bitcoin on YouTube search. Look at the nosedive that we got for the search term Bitcoin on YouTube search. Now you might be wondering, Jordan, how is this bullish? That means retail does not care about Bitcoin. Well, why I think it's bullish is we're getting to the lows that we saw really in 2016 before we started to go parabolic, and last year before we started to go really parabolic. Right? Let's take a look. So we're currently sitting at a 9, right? So this is a scale out of 10, right? Obviously our 100 is 2017. And just to give you guys a reference, when we hit 65K, we're at a 44. Okay? We're at a 9 now. Okay? When's the last time we were at a 9? Last time we were at a 9 was October of last year. Actually, all of 2019 and 2020, we were at a 9 on this. All of 2018, we're scanning between a 9, or 8 and a 10. So we were actually lower than sometimes that we were in 2018. And we're actually battling some of the levels that we were at in 2016. Right? So what does that tell us? What does this tell us? This tells us that when people get bored is usually the best time to accumulate Bitcoin. And this is more hopium, right? This is more hopium. When people get bored of crypto, you can just see by the prices, by really the prices. I wish I could overlay this over the prices. It would be absolutely perfect. But this tends to be the best time to accumulate Bitcoin. So I'm going to leave it at that, right? This is just Bitcoin, right? We can do it to, what else can we search? You know, let's do, no, let's do, let's go over YouTube search and go back to web search. And then you can see Bitcoin on the web search at a 13. We're dropping to, you know, obviously the same levels down here. Pretty close. Obviously, how to buy Bitcoin. Look at that. We freaking bottomed out. You could search, let's just search Ethereum, right? Let's just search Ethereum. Look at Ethereum, man. Obviously, we're not as low as we were in 2020. Obviously, people weren't really searching Ethereum because altcoins weren't really the craze of back here. But nonetheless, you could see a significant nosedive in the Google search interest on this. And I think that this shows that people are losing interest. People are leaving crypto. People are panic selling. People aren't watching the markets. And when people don't watch the markets, that's when Bitcoin starts to do something, whether it goes up or down. But normally it goes up after this happens, okay? So I do want to state that. I'm going blind here. I try to warn you guys. All right, let's go over our regular macro stuff. Adam N says, we don't make sense. Oh, man. These people in here today. You guys are too funny. All right, total 2 market cap. We were talking yesterday. As long as we bounced off our 200-day moving average on the altcoin market cap, we would still be bullish. We did it again, right? We did it right here in June, right? We did it once again right here. Now, I want to hold that level. I don't want to break that, right? But I think with Bitcoin being in this falling wedge, hopefully breaking back to the upside, we can hold that as support. Obviously, you know it's going to push the altcoins up if Bitcoin does go to the upside. So keep that in mind. But put world. Dimitri said, look at the Google trend, but put world. All right, hide your eyes real quick again, guys. World? How do I do world? Oh. Worldwide. Past 5 years.
Jordan looked at the Google trend.
Still pretty low. And if you just want, I like to look at YouTube too. About a 26. I mean, so we're getting pretty low. But obviously, we know that the U.S. is a pretty big driver, and as far as the Bitcoin price goes, obviously it's not the whole entire driver, but you know, it is dropping pretty fast as well. People are losing interest. Slowly losing interest. Slowly. You need to move to the perfect no humidity. So, dude, it's hot as heck. It's humid as heck here today. It's not even that hot. It's like 80 degrees. But nonetheless. So, yeah, as long as we bounce off this level, make a higher low, I think that's obviously pretty bullish here in the short term. We did that, you know, pretty recently where, you know, we bounced here, made a higher low, but didn't really matter. We ended up dumping. So doesn't necessarily mean we have to bounce, but it is at a significant level of obviously previous resistance, flipping to support, and also bouncing off the 200-day. So very, very important support there. I'm glad we bounced there and we didn't dump. That's for sure. Total market cap. Well, we know this one looks a little more bearish, right? If you add Bitcoin back in, it looks a little more bearish. Broke below the 200-day was our support, flipped it into resistance. Obviously, for this one, I'm still looking at a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, right? Same thing as Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin on the daily is more of a, there's more gains in alts with less invested. Yeah, James, there's more gains when the price goes up, but when the price goes down, is significantly more losses, right? That's why people got a little bit too cocky with their altcoin gains, you know, over the past 6 months or so, but they forget what happened in the previous bear market. If you do have a bear market, 99% of your coins won't exist. They'll go to zero, or they'll drop 99%. So keep that in mind. But when the price goes up, alts can definitely make you more money than Bitcoin. That's the good thing about alts. And that's why it's good to have a diversified portfolio and not just be in alts, right? So keep that in mind, man. Yeah, looking at kind of a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, same thing as Bitcoin. Breakout target for this for me would be 1.87 trillion, which is our first touch on the wedge, right? That's kind of our breakout target if we were to break out of this falling wedge. We're also right above a previous, obviously our big support box here, previous resistance, support, 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 and support. So big confluence area here. We don't want to break this, but obviously what's the most important on this is us to get back over the 200-day moving average and then obviously break up to 1.87 trillion. That's really it. That's really it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with alts. You guys know my portfolio, a lot of people think I'm a Bitcoin maximalist just because I talk about Bitcoin the most. But most people don't know is I hold my bigger percentage of my portfolio is in altcoins than Bitcoin. A lot of people don't know that, but it's facts. It's facts. A significant proportion of my portfolio is in altcoins. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, but when the price does go down, it is better to be in Bitcoin. It is better to have a bigger percentage of your portfolio in Bitcoin, especially in times of uncertainty like this. Obviously, if the price starts going up again, altcoins are going to start flying, right? That's just the nature of the game. But if Bitcoin dips 10%, altcoins most likely, not every one of them, but most likely Bitcoin dips 10%, alt's going to dip 15, 20, and vice versa, right? So keep that in mind. All right. I FOMO FUD and Yo-Yo. No name, you're a maxi. There you go. There you go. Anywhere on Flare Spank? Who's this XRP? All right, XRP gains, man. You're just getting tossed from the whole channel combined, man. I have no problem with trolling, but like when you do it like over and over again, like one troll comment's fine. Like we're all poking fun at each other. I poke fun at Lakers fans. I poke fun at Shiba Inus, right? But when you're doing it like 10 times a stream, enough's enough, dude. It gets old after a while. All right. Let's look at the fear. All right, guys, hide your eyes again. I'll give you 5 seconds. Fear and greed index, light white screen. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, go. All right. Fear and greed index at a 21. So we just been in between a 20 and a 20 and a 25 on the fear and greed index. So I mean, dude, fear and greed index isn't really telling us much right now. People are fearful. We know people are fearful. You can see it in the chat. You can see it on Twitter. You can see it in YouTube comments. Besides all the shills and the shills for this tokens, like the new one that people are shilling right now. It's freaking ridiculous. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna spend too much time on the fear and greed index. But anyways, Bitcoin dominance, still watching kind of this ascending triangle pattern. I like your water jug, George. Thank you. Thank you. It's actually invisible. It's actually invisible here. You see? Look at it. You can literally see everything through it. Water is usually clear, but this one's invisible. Just keep that in mind. What's up, Mark? I'll take a look at that in a second, man. But yeah, still looking at it as a kind of ascending triangle for the Bitcoin dominance. Like we said, we've talked about in the past. Last time we kind of had a similar structure was right here, and we actually dumped significantly to the downside from this. So usually a bullish pattern, but you know, the only one we can really look at is past there, and we dumped that one to the downside.
Update. I paid off back home.
That's awesome, dude. Oh, what's this fear coin now? We got fear coin now? Ah, oh, jeez. Ah, oh, jeez. We got fear coin now. Put green food coloring on everything you eat on stream. I'm not doing that. Why does everyone call me George now? My name's Chris, all right? My name's Chris. My name's Chris. Hold on. Ethereum's calling me, guys. Hold on one second. Hello? Oh, what's going on, babe? Hold on, there's a super chat. Hey, what's going on, babe? Yeah. I'm just I'm on stream. I'm on stream. We're just looking at some macro stuff. We haven't. I promise we haven't looked at Bitcoin. I promise we haven't looked at Bitcoin. You know I'm all about you, babe. Oh, you're gonna come over later? I probably won't be home. No, I'm not hanging out with Bitcoin. I probably won't be home, but she hung up on me. She hung up on me, man. Oh, she's pissed. She knows I'm gonna hang out with Bitcoin. Anyways, yeah, Bitcoin dominance. We'll see where that goes. DXY, man. So I have another fractal. Some reason I was feeling a bunch of fractals today. I was feeling a bunch of. He's lying to you. I was feeling fractals today. I don't know why. You know why? Because I think I was just sick of looking at the same damn charts all the time. But anyways, I was looking at the DXY, and this is I guess kind of non-hopium, whichever way you kind of want to talk about it. But nonetheless, if you look here, last time we were on the DXY, back here, right when we started our bear market in 2018. Obviously, this was when we had the bull market. We know this. This was the bull market, and then this was the bear market, and then this was the bull market, right? So we know the Bitcoin price very correlated to the DXY. Anyone who knows my stream, you guys know that by now. Last time we were in a bull market, we had this here, and then we started the bear market. If you actually overlay kind of the transition between the two, and this actually could be bearish, this could be bullish, but I did overlay this like this. But last time we did a similar thing. We actually pumped straight up here. This time we got rejected, not once, but actually twice. So could this mean that this time Bitcoin gets another leg instead of pumping back up to the upside? Now, this is just obviously purely skeptical, right? This doesn't have to mean anything. We could just pump right here for the DXY just because, right? But it is something that I kind of noticed, and it's not perfect, but if you overlay it, I mean, it's pretty nice as far as, you know, the dips and the ups and the valleys. But this time we pumped. We actually confirmed it as resistance and pumped. This time we got rejected. And if you zoom in, today we got rejected again. So we can't break that trend line for the DXY. But we know the more times we touch it, the more times we hit it, the more times likely that we are to break it to the upside. So I hope we break this to the downside. I hope we just come back down here for the third time. Maybe come back down to 89.50. But that's the level I'm watching at for the DXY at the current moment. You can call me Fractal Boy today. Fractal Boy. I might change my, should I change my YouTube name to Fractal Boy? What do you guys think? Fractal Boy? I like fractals too, right? A lot of people don't look at fractals. I don't think they really tell you much, but I think they're just cool to look at. I think it's cool to compare price action to previous price action and overlay it, even though if it doesn't actually play out. I'm not going to say a lot of this stuff is going to play out. I just think it's cool to see how something played out last time and overlay it to this time, you know, and just kind of compare. That's really that, though. Stock markets had a green day, but it was a very indecisive day. Obviously, we know we had bearish divergence on the stock market last time we did. We had, I mean, at least for the stock market, had a pretty significant dip of about 5% or so. So maybe we get a dip here. I don't know. Last time we did, we got a dip. And usually when the stock market has these bearish divergences, we had another one right here. You do have a decent dip. This time you had about a 5% dip. So stock market likes to have 5% dips. So this could maybe impact crypto and over the course of a short term. But who knows? This is obviously pure skeptical too. And, you know, you do what you get best you can do as far as that goes. All right. So that is the macro stuff. The macro. BRB, I'm going to tell my girl she has nice fractals. You should do it, DJ. You should definitely do it. I like Fractal Boy. No to Fractal Boy? Come on. I think Fractal Boy is a good name. You guys know I love channels that have boy in their name. You know I love channels that have boy in their name. We can smack up those likes though. almost 1,300 viewers today. Considering you guys saw the the YouTube search term for Bitcoin is extremely lower, so you guys hitting that like helps it get out to the people that are searching for it, which is not very much. It's probably the people that are already in crypto at this point. But that really helps if you guys hit up that like button. That's the only thing I'll show you guys is the like button, and maybe I'll show you some some Celtics. That's about it. All right, so let's do some news. Not much news today. I was looking for the was it the Paraguay stuff? I didn't see anything on the Paraguay stuff. Maybe I just didn't see anything. Did Paraguay come to a decision, guys, about their? I know they were having a meeting about it today. Maybe they won't announce it today if they actually do pass it as legal tender, but that could be bullish news coming up here shortly. I know they were having their meeting today. Someone probably in the chat knows, but I couldn't find anything on it before the stream. Going down to Fractal Town, boy. We're going down to Fractal Town, boy. All right, anyways, only thing that I really saw, New York Giants star Saquon Barkley. You guys know I love sports, so I had to touch on this. Will take all future endorsement money in Bitcoin. Not huge news, kind of a little side thing, but nonetheless, some Saquon putting all his endorsements money, which I guess is about $10 million a year, approximately, apparently, which is pretty good, which is pretty freaking good. He actually announced it on Joe Papliano's new show on YouTube, The Best Business Show. So that's pretty cool. Not too much to go in depth with this, but it's obviously an athlete. He says it's just a smart thing to do and the right thing to do to start taking my investment money in Bitcoin and through Strike. But yeah, that's really that, guys. I mean, there's not much going around in the whole YouTube verse at the moment. YouTube verse. Invite the trolls on the YouTube algos, ground rules. Keep off the grass. Don't feed the whales. Man. 1,800 poll votes and only 450 likes. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Neil? What's up, Ecomps? What's up, Claire? If I'm not saying hello to you, it's not because I don't like you. Iron Scooby. Robert. Creighton, all my friends in here today. All my friends. What's up, Jerry? Go Giants. Boo! Boo to the Giants. Boo to the Giants. Anyways, that's really all I had on that. Let's jump on to the sup chats. Sup chats. I kind of like that. You guys like sup chat? The sup chats. Let's see. We had Neil. Neil did one before the stream. He said, be helpful, happy, and grateful. Wealth will follow. Very true. Very true. And I would add be patient onto there. Be helpful, happy, grateful, and patient. Patient is definitely a key one on there. But I definitely agree with you, Neil. Live life because you don't know what's going to happen in life. A lot can change in life. So make sure you guys spend time with people who really make a difference in your life, make a positive influence in your life. And don't spend all day in front of crypto, right? It's something that I regret. But nonetheless, Fashard said, Fashard with a $50 super chat coming in absolutely hot. Absolutely hot. Don't worry. I'll come out with more fractals for you, Sergio. Coming out shortly. Thank you, Fashard. As always, man, super generous. And if you're still in here, shout out to you. Make sure we don't break 30K as usual. Gothic said, Jordan, bro, could you do TA on DXY and overlap with Bitcoin? Well, we just kind of did it, right? We just kind of did it. I'm not going to overlap it, but you get the general point. Right? Bull market, bear market, bull market, sideways action for Bitcoin, right? So it obviously we know it pegs Bitcoin to almost the exact T. All right, 5 minutes into the new daily. Hopefully this can be the daily that pushes us up. Hopefully we don't get rejected here. And even if we do, I think, maybe even a retest of down here. Hopefully getting a bounce would make some sense. Hopefully, right? Keyword is hopefully there. Because all we know, we bust out the crystal ball. That's all we got here. That's all we got is the crystal ball. Ethereum's I'm not answering. She's mad at me right now. I don't want to talk to her. On the grind. Lay off the Lakers. Man. I'm not laying off the Lakers, man. Not laying out the Lakers. She's going down on everyone tonight, SB. That's okay. That's okay. I haven't been the best to her, so I completely understand. Dewey said, need a poll. What is the lowest price you bought Bitcoin that you still own? That's actually a good one. I don't know if people are going to be very honest with this poll, but let's do that poll. That's actually a really good poll, man. Thank you for that idea, Dewey. I'm actually going to put your name in there. Dewey. Lowest price you bought BTC that you still own.
Have a great
Oh, you too, my dude. So we said 50 to 65K. I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll do 40 to 50K. 20 to 40K. And I'll do, actually, no, yeah, you're right. I'll do 25. 25 and then lower than, I don't think people are going to be very honest with this one. Just because people get salty when you ask them this. But, there we go. And if you don't own any Bitcoin, right? If you don't own any Bitcoin, then just, you know, then don't vote, I guess. Don't vote. I can only put 4 things in there. So unfortunately, maybe I'll do another poll. Let's see. So it seems like the majority of the people so far, I don't know if people are being very honest here, but it seems like the majority of people so far that bought higher than 40K probably aren't in the market anymore. Because I guarantee you, out of the approximately about 1,200 people in here, I guarantee you more than 11% of those people bought above 50K for the first time. Guaranteed. Because if you look at the data, most people that are in crypto, or most people that got into crypto probably got within the last 5 months or so. Or it's people that literally just bought this dip right now. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Maybe people who got in May, right, might have bought this dip. Might have bought this dip. I'm all in on ADA. Might have bought this dip. Let's see. Let's see. Search the word crypto. Yeah, I can do that, DJ. I'll do that in a second, man. Adon said, what do you think about Cardano? Will we be bully? What does that mean? What about Cardano? Oh, we already did Cardano. We did Cardano, my man. Cardano was at the 3rd one. If you can rewind the stream, I talked about Cardano, man. Cardano looks fine, dude. Cardano, I don't see dropping below $1, even if Bitcoin dips. Just because so much of it's staked. And people just have such a high demand. The community just has such a high demand for Cardano. All right, daily close. The Millie. The Millie. The daily close.
5,000.
What does that even mean? Darth Flair said, well, Bitcoin in the new daily, guys. We'll see if we get any price action coming up, but I do have the Bitcoin chart here on the screen in case we do start pumping or dumping. So keep that in mind. We have it right there. Obviously the daily, kind of an, I guess, indecision candle. You did get a big wick on the downside, green candle. It is bullish, showing a lot of buy pressure there. Hopefully that can be a reversal candle back to the upside, at least on the daily. But we'll watch this 4-hour time frame, see if we got to start getting some pumpage here in the new daily. Definitely could be a scenario that plays out here for BTC. DCAing into BTC DCAing into BTC. Why is that so hard to say? Try to say that 3 times fast. especially on the 18th. On the 18th. Oh, are you doing it because the freaking GBTC? Aeon said Cardano. We did Cardano, my man. Cardano has been done already, dude. You can see it in the list right up to the top right. It was the third one done, man. You should see it. When you actually rewind, you should see that little red dot on the side be on the Cardano part. So that should help you be able to find it, man. Thank you, Adon. Batty McDonald, what's man? Too bad about Spank Chain. Please do some TA on Cube. What happened to Spank Chain? I'm not gonna look at it, but what happened to Spank Chain? Cube, Somian space cubes. What is this? Built a virtual world with a blockchain-based economy. Okay, so it's like a Decentraland or a sandbox, something along those lines. Doesn't look like I'm not gonna look at the chart, man. It looks like there's like no price in action on this thing. Looks like if it's really been just going sideways since May, kind of like how everything else is. Not a lot of price action to really base it off of either. It just looks like this thing just came out in like the beginning of May. So not a lot of price action. If anything, it kind of looks like ICP, at least at the moment. It's kind of going down and sideways. But it looks like another virtual world play. I don't know if it's any different. It doesn't give me a lot of information, but could be interesting. Could be interesting. Cardano. Let's see. Dimitri. What's up, man? No, we mean do Cardano like you put effort into it. I mean, I did go over Cardano, guys. Like, I don't know what. I mean, you guys know overall, we're just kind of in this falling channel. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, we looked at the 4-hour. I mean, there's not, you're just kind of waiting for a breakout, right? I mean, I could go over stuff that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You know, I try to go over stuff that really matters. Now, I could be the guy who just sits up here and is like, the Bollinger Bands is tight on Cardano. You know, the MACD is looking tight on Cardano, but what do we really know in times like this? If you guys have learned anything from my channel, what's the one thing you've learned, right? That we look at for the altcoins, it's important to look at the basics, important to look at support resistances, you know, maybe some moving averages for support resistances. But in times of uncertainty, it's important to look at Bitcoin that predict the movement, right? So if you want to look at the 4-hour Cardano, I mean, dude, you're just kind of in this falling channel. So right now, I mean, you really want to get back over about 128, where it's your previous support, flip into resistance. So you want to get back over 128. If you do, you're probably going to retest the top of the channel, break the top of the channel. Obviously, you're going to retest in kind of this bigger upwards channel, right? But that's really what you're waiting for right now, man. Really what you're waiting for. Hold fast. Like I said, I could look at, you know, every indicator under the sun for that I usually use. But at the end of the day, like, we can look at the moon phrases. Let's see if they work for, actually, I'm curious. Just for fun, I want to see if they work on Cardano. No. Actually, kind of. They're kind of a lagging indicator. But, actually, no, this is actually, a little bit lagging indicator. But generally speaking, it's not bad. Not bad. That's really it for Cardano, man. Watch for those resistance points. Trails till you die. All about Hex. There's a lot of Hex fans lately. Is it because it's pumping right now? Someone tells me a lot of you Hex fans are in Hex because it's pumping right now. If you're not, let me know in the chat why you're bullish on Hex. Let me know. Cube. Over there checking out ADA right in front of your wife. I know, it's tough. It's really tough. Jordan, look at the Google trend, but put world. We already did that. But thank you, Dimitri. There's more gains in altcoins with less invested. Definitely true, James. We already talked about that, though. Mark said, I paid off my mortgage and moved my parents out of the shelter and back home. Still invested in Fear Coin. Fear Coin. Is it Fear NFTs? Wow. It's pumping. Does it look healthy? You got in this for real? Again, is this just an NFT play? It's the first hybrid NFT coin, a blockchain gaming horror brand from the creators of the famous Whack It series. Famous Whack It? I don't know what that means. I don't even, it's famous, but I don't know what, maybe I just don't know what that is, but holders gain major exposure to all its NFT sales. Okay, so it's a gaming horror brand NFT coin. Yeah, I mean, this thing, dude, this thing is such a low cap coin, man, that it's not even a point of looking at the charts. Like coins like this that are ranked in the thousands are going to pump how high as they want to go. They're not going to follow technical analysis just because the market caps are so small. People can pump these up like nothing, right? So it's not really a point of looking at those charts. But SLP. Bullish. Hex. Who's bullish on Hex, man? Will the market movers ever bring any coin to joint provenance with BTC? I mean, Ethereum's pretty close, right? Ethereum's pretty close. It's actually coming up on it's not quite a half. It's closer to a third than a half. But as far as market cap goes, I mean, Ethereum's not far off. Obviously, it's got a long way to go, but poll on BTC, ETH, ADA, XRP maxis. The XRP maxis are in full effect today. The biggest troll today was an XRP, was up XRP armier. All right, so what the lowest price you bought Bitcoin that you still own? Looks like most people it's between 25 and 40K. 28% of people lower than 25K. It's good for you guys. You guys bought when you should have bought. 40 between 40 and 50K, and 50 and 65K. So some people still holding the bags up top. That's fine. I did that in 2017. Still worked out for me in the end. Obviously, it took a while, but I dollar cost average my way down throughout 2018, throughout 2019, and obviously my buy-in price was a lot lower at the time. So just because you bought in that high does not mean that the end is over. It's not mean it's the end, right? I don't know what that is. Poll on BTC, ETH, ADA maxis. I don't know how many maxis are. All right, we'll do another poll. You guys are liking the polls today. Maxi for this coin. If you guys aren't a maxi for any of these coins, don't vote, okay? But BTC, I have a feeling most people aren't maxis, right? But there's probably some maxis in here. So if you are a maxi, vote on this, okay? Vote on this if you're a maxi. McDonald's machine will be fixed before BTC hits 6 figures. Man. I don't think so. That McDonald's machine is busted. That thing is busted. We had it fixed. And unfortunately, it broke the other day. I'm not going to tell you guys why. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys why. My boss once again got pissed at me because I made a kid cry because I stole the toy out of the kid's meal so I could buy 1/3 of ADA again, right? 30 cents. So what I do, guys, is I steal the toys out of the kids' meals, sell it for 30 cents, so I can buy 1/3 of ADA a day, right? I got caught today. I got pissed and I kicked the ice cream machine, so now it's broken again. So I think Bitcoin hits all-time highs before the ice cream machine's fixed today, because I let loose on that thing. I couldn't buy my third of ADA. Neil said, pick someone in chat and do their coin. Have a great day, people. What's up, Neil? Shout out to Neil. Link. Link. Leave those happy meals alone. Oh, we'll do Link. Neil said pick a coin, and Jimmy wanted Link, so we'll do Link. That's a good bet. It's a good bet. Link. Give me some Link. I don't really look at Link lately. I probably should add Link. Then people will think I'm a Link maximalist. You're gonna be like, you have Bitcoin, ETH, and Cardano. Those ones make sense. Then people will be like, why do you do Chainlink? Why don't you do XRP? Why don't you do BNB? You know? Link. Let's see. All right, long-term chart for Link. I like this more on the weekly. Weekly, we're poking our head below our big rising wedge for Chainlink. We're poking our head. We're poking our little head. Now, will we close below it? Probably not. Just like how Bitcoin's, not going to close below the 50-week exponential, in my opinion. I don't think Chainlink closes below the this support either. Now, if we zoom in a little bit, we get a little zoomed in action. Where are we in the trend? Let's see. I mean, you're at a pretty critical support level. Support, and support. So this is a pretty critical level. You don't want to break this for Chainlink, for my baby Chainlink. This is another one of my, you guys know. But anyways, if you do break that, I see it move down to like $15. Got a couple wicks, couple supports in that general area. That's the next level I'd look at for Chainlink. But overall, I mean, what did I just hear? What the heck did I just hear? Trying to see if you're maybe in some shorter term time frame. I don't necessarily think you're in any shorter term time frame pattern really. You kind of just do the bearish scenario, right? I mean, you dump, come back up, confirm your previous support into new resistance. You dump, come back up, confirm previous support into new resistance. You're making lower lows and lower highs, right? You're not really in any type of pattern right now necessarily for Chainlink on the daily. So we shall see. Critical support right there on the daily. Critical support. Elias said, hey Jordan, a little late to the party. Will you look at OGN? It's okay if you're a little late. We try to make it as much of a party as we can, right? We had some fun, right? I added the music back. I think we needed that good music vibe in the beginning of the stream, right? It puts you in a good vibe, I think. Now, the music might not be the best, but I think the music, even though it's crappy music, right? It gets you kind of happy, right? It gets you up and rolling, right? It doesn't make you do bust it. It makes you think that you're on the beach and drinking some margaritas. That's what it does to me, at least. All right. OGN on the daily. Well, what do we got going on here? Doesn't make me do bust it. So we broke this kind of downtrend in the daily, right? From candle body perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4. Broke that downtrend. Now I'm going to come back down and test it. Let me see the volume on this thing. Volume support a breakout. Yeah, you got good volume on the breakout, man. Got pretty good volume there. So probably broke out. Probably going to do, switch to the 4 hour. You're probably going to do here is, obviously this is the 4 hour. You're probably going to come back down, retest this, confirm it as support, and continue up. Most likely. That seems like the most logical thing to do right now. You could also retest just these highs here and bounce off those levels too and continue up. But I think that's obviously what's most likely right now. Nice volume there on that breakout. Yeah, I mean, you weren't reading any type of pattern as far as I see. You're just making higher lows and eventually broke that uptrend, man.
Probably.
So you need to break above this channel though. So we know we broke this downtrend on the daily. Now I'd want to break this channel, right? You got to break this channel. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on this thing. You got to break this. You got to break this. Now you could come back down, retest, like I said, and then try to break it to the upside. But nonetheless, I mean, you could just end up staying in this channel and just kind of oscillating sideways here until Bitcoin starts moving. If Bitcoin starts moving, this thing pumps, though. You know the deal. You know the deal, yo. You have a little bit of bearish divergence there in the 4-hour time frame, too. You got a bunch of stuff going on there, dude. So, but I think you come back down, retest. Why can't I close this poll? I don't know. All right, let's see. So 300 votes. We had BTC 29%, E 28%, ADA 31%, and XRP 12. So ADA, like I said, ADA has the biggest community in crypto. Maybe, I swear it does. I swear it does. Maybe just people love ADA on my stream. I don't know. But I think ADA has more fans than BTC at this point. Like I said, maybe it's just on my stream. But in general, it's crazy. Crazy. So not a lot of XRPers out there. Shout out to the XRP troll from earlier. Still have my original Bitcoin from 2017 at 1,800. Crypto Badger, killing it right now, man. That's what I'm talking about. I can't say that I bought it 1,800. I didn't buy that low. Like I said, I think the first. Now I didn't keep this coin, right? I think I FOMO'd in right around here at 3,000. It went down. I panic sold. I FOMO'd back in. You guys know my story. I FOMO'd back in, came back down. I panic sold the bottom again. And then I ended up buying right here and learning my lesson and holding. But I think I bought on the way up and ended up holding a lot of these coins. But I held most of the bear market. I learned my lesson on selling those dips. And I just said, screw it. I'm going to hold it, man. I'm going to hold it. And I just accumulated. So I can't say I bought at 1,800 though. That's pretty impressive, man. That's pretty damn impressive. Chrisick said I bought 690375000.00 Vietnamese. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna say that word, Chrisick, but nice job, man. Nice job. Please tell me that's not Dogecoin, and please tell me that's not Shiba Inu. Please tell me. You will be Bitcoin max accumulated. Resistance is futile. I am not the Bitcoin maximalist. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, on Instagram, there's someone perpetrating to be me. Okay, it's not me. I will not DM you. As nice as I am, as nice as I feel like I am, I will not just randomly DM you on Instagram, of all places, and just say, hey, what's up? Right? Unless I'm sliding in some DMs, which I don't normally do, right? I'm not going to say I never do that, but unless I'm sliding in some DMs, I will not just message you and say, hey, how are you? And be like, I have a business proposal for you, okay? That's not me. It's usually a scam account. That some letter or number in the name is wrong, okay? I fell for the Instagram thing. Ah, jeez. Well, I assume you're trolling. You're trolling, Gabriels. Shout out to no. Alex said unless he's sliding in Jazz's DMs. 8 minutes. I don't know what that currency is, man, but 600 SAR. Appreciate the shout out, man. The million token. Everyone keeps shouting out the million token. I don't know. Everyone tells me it's a scam. Everyone tells me it's not a scam. I don't know what it is. So, you know, I will never slide into your DMs. At least not on Instagram. Maybe on Discord. But at least on Discord, I'll be read. So you'll kind of know if it's me or not, you know. Huge head and shoulders on Bitcoin weekly. Oh, we're still talking about those head and shoulders on the weekly, man. I think we can kind of put that to rest. I understand the sentiment on it, right? But people have been talking about this for months now. You know, it's one of those things that if it's that obvious, it's just such an obvious pattern. If it's that obvious, I don't know if it plays out. I understand what you're saying, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I don't normally talk about that just because it's been talking to death, right? And you know, if you look at it on the daily, I mean, it's not this. Can you call this a right shoulder? I guess. Yeah, you can still. But yeah, I mean, I understand the sentiment. Just not something we like to talk about every day. No one wants to talk about a giant head and shoulders on the weekly time frame. Jordan fears the Doge. I fear the Doge. Player selects to say epic 5 times fast. Epic, 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 epic. There we go. John, say what up, Jordy? Do I need the toilet paper for a dump or the lotion for a pump? Asking for a friend. I can borrow you some if you want to borrow some toilet paper from me, man. I got plenty. I got plenty. You know why? Because Ethereum's always taking dumps. Come on. Drop the mic. I got plenty of toilet paper. No, but like I said, I can give you some toilet paper if you need it. You don't worry about running to the store. And yeah, that's about it on that, John. But thank you, John. Appreciate it, man. All about Hex said Hex has made all-time high while the entire market has dumped. Let's look at the daily chart. Use Nomics, CMC, CoinGecko are sensors of crypto they don't like. No, Hex has been performing well, man. It's just, I guess I got to do more research on it. I don't know. I know it's been pumping, but is there a reason why it's pumping? Right? All I've been hearing is it's like a huge percentage of it is owned by one person, so he can kind of pump and dump it whenever he wants to. That's all I've been kind of saying, right? that wasn't very fast. Clinton. I am still mad at you, John. I am really mad at you. Who's Richard? Oh, Hex, the Hex guy, Richard. Yeah, I agree, Angel. Something about that guy, just I can't. I don't know. And people probably say that about me. I don't know. But just when he has like behind him, he has like the Gucci stuff and he's sitting on like a throne. He just comes off the guy who just thinks he's all that, and he just has some self-conscious issues, and he's really because he knows he's not really all that. That's kind of the vibe I kind of get off of him. But I could be wrong. I don't know much about the guy. I watched one episode of Around the Blockchain, the form of that analysis. So I don't know. Do it for what you will. Crab King. Hey Jordan, what are your thoughts on infinite crab cycle theory? Also, can you take a look at no, we're not looking at Crab Coin. Crab King, man. We're not looking at Crab Coin. Another animal coin, dude. He's a scam artist. Creighton said, does ETH like it when you show her that big rising wedge? Creighton said, does ETH like it when you show her that big rising wedge? I don't show her a big rising wedge. I just skip the wedge. I just do the full green. The green, the BDG as we call it, the big green BDG. I skipped the wedge. Probably shouldn't have gone there, but don't really care. We've been doing this for too long, man. We've been doing this for months. We've been doing this for months. We know we're all about the dad jokes on this channel, man. You know? Why is sand going crazy? I don't know. Why is sand going crazy? Why is sand going crazy? Anyone know why sand going crazy? I mean, the setup was good on this. Right? You break this really big resistance, you come back down, test it again. I think you had, yeah. So on the 4 hour, you double bottomed. You had bullish divergence. So the technicals were pointing to a big pump here. Now, I assume that you're getting this big of a pump because some kind of news came out. I'm not going to assume that, or it's just FOMO, right? But yeah, sand's killing it right now. Sand is absolutely killing it, and I think a lot of it. Didn't they come out with some partnership, guys? Sand, some partnership, right? I forget who exactly it was. Someone could probably say it in the chat. But the Hex dude is the type of guy who never had a close friend. Like I said, I don't know much about him. I'm just kind of going what I saw from the one stream, so, or one video. So don't want to pass judgment on someone. It's just not someone I would hang out with. Doesn't seem the type of guy that just kind of like I want to shoot the S with. Just doesn't come off like that to me. I don't know. Claire, why you tell me to say epic 5 times fast? I feel like it's gonna make me say a word that I shouldn't be saying, even though I know you wouldn't do that to me, Claire. I trust you. I think. Hold on. Let me say it to myself. I think I can say. Why? VeChain and carbon credits. Announcement Friday. Could be interesting. I would definitely take that. I would definitely take that from my VeChain. Pump my bags real quick. Shoot the S coin. I'm going to trigger Carlos again. Man. What are you going to do, guys? All right. So that goes through all those. I think we finished most of those up. Bitcoin doing anything? Not at the moment. Still sitting at right at where we start the stream. 32,800. Once again, you guys find me something I can buy. Like some type of volatility. I know there's like a Bitcoin volatility stuff, but something I can buy for 3 hours, sell it, and profit. Because I'm telling you, we could all be rich if we all bought Bitcoin when I started my stream. Or we all bought the volatility index or whatever it's called on Bitcoin, and we sold it right at the end, right? We would all be rich. We would all be rich because it doesn't move. Bitcoin does not move between the hours of 7 and 9. Occasionally it does after 9, but do not pump it, please. As soon as I end the stream, it's going to pump. As soon as I press end stream, Bitcoin will pump. I'm calling it right now. Book it, okay? And if it dumps, don't come at me. Not financial advice. But watch. As soon as I press, boom. There we go. What's this crab thing? Am I not in the loop with this crab thing? I don't know what this is. Apparently there's some like crab meme going around, guys. Crab meme. Sandbox. All right. Anyways, put the hat on. Pump it. Pump it. Put the hat on. I put the hat on. Not yet, man. If we break this resistance, I'll put the helmet on. If we break this red resistance, I think we'll get a quick pump up to the top of here. 34,128. But we got to break that resistance first, obviously. I thought we were going to do it on stream today, but I don't know if we are. I don't know if we are. What's up, Ed? Wait, James said you sold out on me. I hope you get wrecked. I don't care. What did I say? What did I sell out on? The heck? I think out of any person on YouTube or in the crypto space, I'm the least sellout. I don't think I've ever shilled one thing. I think I've shilled BlockFi one time. And I know you're just trolling, but I'm actually genuinely curious what I sold out on. I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious. What's up, Ed, with the $5 super chat? Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it, man. All right, let's go on into the next one. Oh, not you? I got you. I was like, what the heck did what did I sell out on? All right, gainers and losers. What do we got going on? It's pretty much flat today. We dumped and then we pumped, which we ended up right in the exact same damn spot. We pumped and then we dumped. But Ethereum up 3% today. So my wife is not going down on you. Okay, so keep that in mind. Ethereum is actually going up, which is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Solana's up 7% today, so good day for Solana, for all you Solana owners out there. Biggest gainers, dude, Axie Infinity. I should have FOMO'd in yesterday. I'm not going to do it. I don't FOMO. But up 15% again. Once again. It's like every day I check it's up 15%. Decentraland up 12%. We're seeing these we're seeing the virtual lands actually can perform very well, right? We saw Decentraland. We saw the one that was shouted out earlier, that Fear token or whatever, and some horror open world. We saw Sand obviously pumping. So something's going on with these virtual worlds. I'm not really exactly sure why they're all pumping, but nonetheless they all are. Engine's pumping too. What's going on with the NFT stuff? Blockchain-based gaming. What's going on with all these, dude? Should we FOMO and Axie? Don't FOMO. Don't FOMO. Hey, I need to buy 20K of DPR. Can you tell me the best price to buy it, please? Sure, man. Don't FOMO into Axie though. I always don't recommend FOMOing into these coins. Quant, Solana, Compound. Other than that, not a lot of them. Looks like the DeFi projects are doing well again. Biggest losers, Decred. Oh, what do we know? ICP there again. ICP is always there, every day. Every single day. Not a lot of big losers today. I actually wanted to see where Shiba was. You guys know we always check where Shiba is. Shiba is 31. Kind of just hovering around the same spot. But all you Shiba armies out there you go. Not really doing much on Shiba. All our AI are buying virtual real estate. Are they? Gaming, crypto go together great. They do. They do. I just don't want to know why they're pumping right now. Like, why is Decentraland pumping right now? Everyone wants to leave the real world? Probably. Everyone's like, you know what? Crypto sucks. And then they come back when it starts pumping again. Crypto sucks. I'm out of here. What's up, Rob? All right. Not a lot of big gain. I mean, we can look at Axie. We can look at Decentraland. We'll look at a few of those. I know someone probably FOMOed into Axie here. But holy crap, man. I mean, you hit your 2.618 fib. So I assume you're probably going to get a pullback here. First, when you hit your 1.618 fib, right here, you got a big pullback. Now you're at your 2.618 Fibonacci, which you seem to just be absolutely crushing right now. It's absolutely insane. Just be careful with this one. You got some insane bearish divergence right now. You got like 4 higher highs, and on the RSI, you're getting lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. So I'm not gonna say this thing can't keep pumping, but dude, be careful with this. I would not FOMO into this. Volume slowly tapering off too. Just be careful with this thing. Now, technically, if this thing kept pumping, next target 32 bucks. That's all we really got here for it, actually. But man, I would FOMO into this thing. Not in the slight bit. Not in the slight bit. Yeah, bearish divergence on the daily. You actually don't on the daily, but you're at 84 on the RSI on the daily. Like, I don't know, man. You do you if you want to FOMO into this. Not gonna say it can't keep pumping, but never say never. You actually don't have bearish divergence, so technically this could keep going on a daily. But the 4 hour, a little bit different story, right? And then there was a Decentraland. Everyone's all about the digital stuff right now. Axie with like the Pokemon game. You got Decentraland. I got Engine. You got, dude, what's going on? People like going all virtual now. What am I typing? Decentralized. Decentraland. Why don't I just type mana? Why am I being a weirdo? Yeah, I guess it's accurate. I guess that's accurate for mana. What are we looking at here for mana? Did I maybe get some in? Hold on, let me go to the 4 hour chart. Maybe you got some type of little inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle. I'd see more of an inverse head and shoulders on the 4 hour. The daily looks like more like a little cup and handle forming here, though. Got your little cup, got your little handle, and if you want, I hope that we bounced off of our 20 EMA. There's my setup, dude. There's my setup. I love the cup and handle setup off the 20-day exponential. It's textbook. Cup and handle, boom, come back down, bounce right off the 20-day exponential. Now you just need to break this. And you got a nice upwards momentum. So mana looks good. Obviously, it's going to need Bitcoin to kind of continue its momentum to the upside, at least for today. But measure move on this, if you did break out, technically, would be, straighten this out a little bit, would be upwards of like 118, give or take a few cents. But not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. You got room to run the daily, room to run on the 4 hour, so you got some room to run there if you want to. Crypto is boring. I'm out. I actually lost it. I think most people did, man. You're our weirdo. I am weird. I am weird. Who's calling me a weirdo? All right? Who's calling me a weirdo? Like, how many of you guys wouldn't be here right now if I wasn't weird? Right? I'd probably have 200 viewers in here right now if I wasn't weird. Let's be honest. Let's be freaking honest. I need to buy 20K of DPR. I don't know what that is. And that could just be being, once again, a weirdo. Not on DPR. It's not on CMC. 549. What is this thing? Keeper is built on polka dots. Interesting. Definitely interesting. I would have to do more research onto sometimes reading some of this stuff on CMC. You can't really get the full understanding of the coin. This one you probably have to do a little bit more deeper, right? Get the pun? Deeper network, a little more deeper research on this one. But I mean, the chart just kind of looks like it's, down and sideways. It's pulling the old ICP down and sideways. So I mean, when the market picks back up again, probably do pretty well. Not too low cap. I guess it's low cap, 27 million, but 549, so it's not an S coin, but keep it with what you will. Weird is the new normal. It's very true, no name. Very, very true. Change your channel name to Moon Boy. I was thinking of doing Fractal Boy. No one likes Fractal Boy, though. No one likes Fractal. What's up, Rob? Thanks for the super chat, man. Trade said, will you buy Doge, knowing it will be the official fiat of Mars after Elon colonizes it? He will be the only resident, but it will be the currency. That's absolutely facts, man. No, I will not buy Doge. One, because I probably won't be alive by the time that we can colonize Mars. Two, it's Doge. Three, it's Elon. And four, I don't know what I'm saying. So we're going to keep it at those four. But mainly the first three, right? Who thinks we're actually going to be alive by the time we can actually go on Mars? If we even get to that point, right? Waves and Alice from Steph. Waves. We'll do some waves. I need to go in some waves. I had a nice beach day. The weather's been absolutely horrible up here lately. Absolutely horrible. Waves getting a nice pump today. Nice little pumpage. About time. Let's see. So waves. Now you pumped off a general pretty big overall support level, right? Resistance, support, support, and support again. Now, did you have bullish divergence on the daily? You had higher lows and you had higher lows. So you actually did have bullish divergence. Look at how low the volume was. Holy crap. That is some low volume. Wow. It's the lowest volume since you said in June of 2020. That's crazy. Yeah, but waves. I mean, waves looks fine. You got plenty of room to run on the daily time frame to the upside. Let's look at the shorter term time frames. The daily's not really telling you much right now. Yeah, plenty of room to run in the 4 hours still. Probably have some resistance at this next high here. Also got some previous support, turn to resistance. You just want to flip that into new support. You actually broke through your 20 exponential. Perfect. That's exactly what you want to do. Still below your 20 daily, so you still got to break that. But yeah, I mean, you got momentum to the upside. See the 1 hour. No bearish divergence on the 1 hour. See, you could continue up here. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You actually had a little cup and handle on the 1 hour time frame. It actually broke to the upside. Boom. Look at this. Look at the setup, guys. I'm telling you, the cup and handle with the retest of the 20 exponential, just like we looked at before, is textbook, man. And you might sound that might sound super simple and super basic, but I'm telling you, it works all the time. When you form the cup and you come back down and you bounce up the 20 exponential, it's a good chance of breaking to the upside. It's not like a definition or anything, but that's kind of just something I've noticed. But nice pump to the upside. On that cup and handle. Technically, your measure move on this, technically speaking, because you know we're always looking at technically speaking, would be approximately about 1490. So, or we'll call it $15. Let's not be weird and say 1498 because that's just weird. Then Alice. Heck is Alice? I've done Alice before. Alice. Here comes the BTC pump. Haha. BTC about to pump. Just kidding. It's not really pumping yet. We got to break this red resistance. We already went up to it once, twice, 3 times. We got to break that. We got to break that red resistance, man. But got me excited, man. All right, Alice. I feel like I'm talking about like Alice in Wonderland every time I say Alice. I don't know, I get that vibe. But yeah, you got an upwards resistance, you got to break that. Downside. You don't really have any support on the downside. I mean, you got 2 touches. You guys know I like 3 touches to confirm a trend. But yeah, I'm not going to count that as a trend just yet for Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, you got to break this upwards resistance. And if you look up, let's go to the daily on Alice. You have enough data to really look at the daily time frame. I like this setup, right? Resistance on the 20, broke back above it, confirming as support. Now you're just bouncing on it as support. So that's great. Daily time frame's getting a little bit overheated, but you got room to run up. Volume's starting to really come in now, which is awesome. I'm trying to find some type of pattern here for you. There's not really much though. I mean, you're kind of just making your way back up, making your way downtown, as you would call it. Keep wanting to draw this. Maybe some type of like rising wedge, but you only have 2 touches. So I want to see one more touch, but it keeps just making me want to draw this. So we'll see. See what happens with this. But Alice, if you're looking for your next resistance, I would BTC pumping. Better actually be pumping. Alice, next resistance, like for real, is, I would probably say this top here at 883. That's probably, I see where you're probably going here to short term. Bitcoin 32,971. We're right at that resistance, everyone. Right at that resistance. Slam said DPR is a DPN equals decentralized private network, and you can mine as well. I have already had the equipment, but I need to stack 20K token to be able to mine. Nice, man. Keep stacking those tokens. I personally don't mine. I would do it someday. I gotta move to a new place before I mine, but we shall see what happens with that, as always. Alice in Crypto Land. Let's see. Come on, man. All right, we did hot coins. We're hot. We're hot today. We're not being cold anymore. Bitcoin long term. I think I might switch up I might put Bitcoin long term charts back up at the top of that list. And I always talk about that first. But we already looked at it. I mean, this is where we're going to look at obviously the classic Hopium. The classic Hopium weekly chart. If you guys haven't joined the stream already, you've seen this chart a million times. And this chart speaks for itself. I don't even have to commentate on this chart. Like, it speaks for itself. We're getting that classic mid bull market dump that we've seen every bull market, literally every single one. You could draw a line through all of them, right? It happens pretty much right in the middle every single time. Not exactly, but you get the general point. We have higher gains. Takes a longer time for us to reach there. Bitcoin will reach the top here. We just cooled off base 2017. No matter how we get there, boop, 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 boop. I don't know what that is. No matter how we get there, we will reach this level at some point, right? But we already talked about that earlier. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, as Bitcoin is hitting 33,000 on the dot right now. Let's see if we can break back above this red resistance line. Yep. 33K. What's up, Patrick? What did you miss? You didn't miss much since I started streaming, man, like usual. But you see the title of the stream. We're in a falling wedge. For anyone just joining the stream now too, just a quick recap. We're in a falling wedge, which typically is bullish for Bitcoin. When we're in a rising wedge, it's always broke to the downside, at least recently. And last time we were in a falling wedge, we broke it to the upside. And we went from 33,000 all the way up to 60,000. So I'm not going to say necessarily it's going to happen again, but typically that's bullish. Our target of this would be 36,000. But what would 36,000 do? right? If we broke up to 36,000. Obviously, we have a couple of resistances to break. We're not going up to 36,000 necessarily. But if you look, 36,000 would also break us out of our falling channel on the daily, which is big too. Which I would expect a retest of the red box up here, upwards of 40,000. So we shall see. We have a bunch of work to do. I'm not going to say we're going to go up to 40,000 or anything. We got to break this red resistance. We got to break this downwards rising wedge resistance. We got to break this red box that's keeping us down a million times between 35,700 and 36,700. And then we could maybe go up and test 40,000. So it's going to be a journey. But what is the journey? Or I should say, what is the prize without the journey? I wish we didn't have to do the journey. I wish we could just go to the moon. I wish we all wish we could just go to the moon. But fortunately, that doesn't happen. Ethereum. She keeps calling me, man. Ethereum keeps damn calling me. This is a time we're looking at Bitcoin at the moment. Because Bitcoin's in a very, very good spot. Very good spot. And what Ethereum doesn't know is if Bitcoin's happy, aka Bitcoin's pumping, it makes me happy, which makes her happy because I'm nicer to Ethereum if Bitcoin's happy, right? So that's what she doesn't get. That's what she doesn't get. Yeah, no problem, Pat. No moon yet. I need to buy more. Make her wait. Dude. Ethereum needs to get a wife. Yeah, she does know. She called earlier. She knows I was talking about Bitcoin on stream. I keep telling her I don't talk about Bitcoin on stream. All my streams are about her. But she doesn't really believe me, so. Buy paper hands in combination. The stop losses have me out of crypto again. Wait, oh yeah. High leverage or something, dude? Post-stir waiting. And patience brings more passion. Patience brings more passion. That's very true, George. I'll give you that, man. I'll give you that. Should I buy more BTC right now? It's up to you, man. If you're holding long term, sure. If you're holding short term, no one really knows where it's going to go. But I think if you're holding long term, I don't see a problem with buying now. Obviously, do your own research. Be okay with it dropping lower if it does go lower. Because just because, you know, we are a little more bullish today than we were yesterday does not mean the bearish scenario can play out, right? Obviously, we know the bearish scenario we talked about in the beginning of the stream. We were originally in this symmetrical triangle right here. Let me draw that line a little better. That was terrible. Symmetrical triangle right here. We broke to the downside. We're retesting it right now. If we can't break back above there and we get rejected, it could just been a bearish back test of the symmetrical triangle that we broke down from, right? So there's always a bearish scenario where we get rejected here and we come back down. Don't rule that out. Don't rule that out. That's why I want to break this. I don't want to get rejected and come back down here. Because then we have a higher likelihood of breaking this to the downside. But time will tell what we do. But there's always a bearish scenario. It's not just all bullish. Make sure. I gave a lot of hopium today. I gave a lot of hopium, but I don't want people FOMOing into the coins that I, you know, didn't necessarily to Bitcoin just because I give hopium, right? Unless you're thinking long term, and that's why I don't like to give hopium every single stream. I think giving hopium every single stream is a recipe for disaster for a lot of people. Because a lot of people don't think long term. A lot of people are thinking, I'm going to buy Bitcoin now and I'm going to be rich in a month, right? And that's just not how it works. It's not how it works, unfortunately. But we were spoiled the last 6 months, so that's what everyone thinks, right? Everyone thinks they can just invest now and in a month they're going to be rich. Not really how it works in reality, though. Unless you get in at the bottom. You know, there's times where you can get, but you got to buy when people are fearful. It's another reason why you got to buy when people are fearful. If you bought down here when everyone was fearful, or you bought down here when everyone was fearful, right? Then you can make a lot of money quick, right? Because we know Bitcoin went from 3,000 all the way up to 10,000 in a span of, you know, literally 2 months. Down here, it went from 3,000 up to 15,000 approximately or 14,000 in the span of like 3 months, right? So if you buy at the right times, you can make a lot of money quickly. And this could be one of those times. Who knows? This could be one of those times. People are really fearful right now, so I guess it would match that, you know, it would match that criteria, but it's a little bit different. A little bit different. Kind of going on a tangent right now, but basically my point is don't OD on hopium, right? Don't OD on hopium. Always be realistic too. Beautiful idiot. My new plan: buy at bottom, sell at top. Exactly. Now, and that's the reason why I don't see Bitcoin going much lower than we are right now. I think we can go a little bit lower, but I don't see it. I don't see it because, like I've always said, if Bitcoin even gets close to 20K, I just see people buying it up, and it might not be you or me, but it's going to be the big players. They're going to be scooping up 20K Bitcoin like it's butter, right? Like it's absolute butter. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm talking more in generalism right now, but things can change really quickly too. And like I just talked about, I saw someone said it might take months for us to go back up, and that's certainly true. We might not start going up until maybe August, September, October. Who knows? I've always been under the assumption that we can go sideways here for a couple months, but just remember that the sentiment can change from extremely bearish to extremely bullish extremely quickly. You can go from a huge bear to a moon boy in the span of like 2 months, right? A perfect example of that was down here. Now I know this was kind of a fake out, but everyone right here is calling 1K, one Bitcoin going to 1,000. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Bitcoin rockets. Everyone starts FOMOing in, right? The sentiment, bearish, right? You start going up, and everyone's a freaking bull all of a sudden. And on a flick of a wrist, people turn, like sentiment can flip. And the same thing was down here. Not necessarily. I mean, this one was more of a flat line, but it was more so right here, right? People were still pretty bearish in this long consolidation. Obviously, there was a lot of uncertainty in the world, right? People didn't know where stuff was going to go, 2020. And then we started to pump, and all of a sudden, everyone was skeptical, and all of a sudden, everyone's bullish, right? And the flick of the wrist. So a lot can change very quickly. Just like right now, everyone's fearful, but at the flick of the wrist, we start getting a little momentum, right? We start going 35K, 37K, 40K. If that happens, you can see people FOMOing in really freaking quickly, right? Really quickly. So just always want to make sure you guys know that, like, things could be bearish one day and bullish the next day. It's kind of the nature of crypto. So nature of damn crypto. But that's how many extremelies was that? 10 extremelies, Robert. Did I say extremely a billion times? I bet I did. I bet I freaking did. Yup, over and over again. What's up, Super Doge? Some wallet just sold 27 million of Bitcoin after not touching it for 12 straight. The theory is the guy was in prison. Yeah, I mean, some guy who was in Bitcoin for 12 years, I mean, probably wouldn't have sold right now. It doesn't make sense to sell right now. Guys who have been in Bitcoin that long just wouldn't panic sell at 33K. It sounds kind of random, you know? They would have took profits higher if they were going to sell. That doesn't really make any sense. Because those people are rich. At that point, they might as well just hold their BTC. They wouldn't just sell at 33K. If they really wanted to sell, they would have slowly taken profits at 40K, 50K, 60K, all the way up. So, yeah, something sounds a little fishy there. There we go. 33.52. Right at that resistance again. Let's see if we can pop it. Let's see if we can pop that resistance. Let's pop it, boy. Boy, MACD is printing green on the 3-day candle. On the 3-day, interesting. 3-day, let's check out the 3-day. 3-day MACD. There it is. Swap over from bearish on the MACD over to bullish for the first time since March for Bitcoin on the 3-day MACD. So you wanted something bullish? That's bullish for you. That's definitely bullish for you. Slightly random, but bullish nonetheless. Let's see. Right at it, man. Right at that resistance for the 1, 2, 3, the 4th try. Will we break it on the 4th try? That is the question here. Hey. Put the damn helmet on. We got to break it for more than 10 seconds. All right, we're right at it right now. If we hold above it and we start getting some momentum, but we gotta hold above it. Gotta hold above it. 33,163. Waiting for the FOMO. My wife is going up too. Of course she is. Bitcoin's going up, right? Like I said, if Bitcoin's happy, I'm happy, which makes Ethereum happy. Boom. Ethereum right now is retesting the 200-day moving average. Get back over above that. I mean, that's probably the only resistance you have until maybe what was this? What was I looking at here? That must have moved something. Kind of weird. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, I think if we break that, retest at the top of the channel, makes some sense for ETH. Let's see. 33.8. Is it helmet time? Music? Is it time for, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's time for music. I'm waiting for that the BDG guys, the BDG. We would be at the blue line if the helmet was on. I don't know, dude. Helmet? All right, I'll put on the helmet just for you. Just for you guys. I'm not playing the pump song just yet. I'm saving the pump song for a true pump. For a true pump. All right? And it's a song you all know. It's a song you all know. It's not some unique song, but it will get us hyped. I will have to say that. It will get us hyped. What was I gonna say? There we go. All right. There we go. Let's see. Don't jinx it. Man, I might have jinxed it. I might have jinxed it, guys. Show the whale. We need it. All right, whale. Let's do the double. Helmet plus whale. Let's see if the whale can eat up the dip. Let's see. Eat it up. Boom. He ate it. Not seeing the price action, though. Maybe he bought OTC. So we're not seeing the price action yet. I think the whale bought OTC. Damn. Friggin' whale. Yeah, friggin' whale. Helmet off. Sandstorm. This cycle ain't it. All right. Well, that's why I didn't want to put on the helmet. I didn't think we broke it yet, but I did anyway. And not going to say we can't break it right now. We could just, keep testing it, keep testing it, keep testing it. Maybe the helmet gives us some juice. It takes like 5 minutes for the helmet to kick in, guys. I just plugged it in, so keep that in mind too. And now we're going back down. My lines are in the way. That's the whole point of the lines. They're in the way. They're blocking us. The lines. Maybe if I'm... No, I didn't do that. All I picture the market is like... What I picture like the market is literally just 8 people. I always say 8. I'll say 20 people sitting at a long table, right? And what they do is they all have like buy and sell buttons, and they can like control the market. What they do is they have support and resistance lines on a computer, and they're like, what's the level we think Bitcoin should pump to today? Let's do this. Let's create a trend line, and let's have Bitcoin just keep bouncing off this trend line for fun. And they just watch everyone panic on YouTube and go, ha ha ha, he thinks he knows what he's talking about. That's kind of what I picture the market actually being. Like the round table, the whales, as you call it. That's all I'm kind of picturing in my head. You know what I mean? Look at Carl the Moon. He thinks we're in a falling wedge. Ha ha ha. Look at Jordan. He thinks we're in a he thinks we're in a symmetrical triangle. Market makers just trapped a slew of FOMO sapiens. That is awesome, proverb. I'm gonna steal that from you. FOMO sapiens. FOMO sapiens. It's a lot of work manipulating, actually, but funny, Chris. Probably is. That's how I picture it. It's literally just them all sitting around. They're like, what are you guys feeling like doing today? Let's pump it. And they all just go. And it's literally buy and sell. It's like that was easy buttons, but it's 2 buttons. And they go, let's dump it today. And they all just go, that was easy. And then it just friggin' dumps. That's what would be better than that, honestly? What would be better than that? Precise reason why timing the market is impossible. Yeah. Robert, I will always say, technical analysis works until it doesn't. Until it doesn't, especially in times of low volume, like right now. I mean, you do what you can do. You read what you can read. I mean, it still does work to a T. If it didn't work to a T, trend lines wouldn't work, right? And you can see you have trend lines, right? You have support and resistances, so it does work to a T. You can't say it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, the chart would be like, you know, it would have no structure to it. But it generally does have a structure to it. But, you know, there's times where it works way better and times where it doesn't work at all. This is probably one of the times where it's highly manipulated, in my opinion. So bull markets also work until they don't. That's true as well, Pat. It's very true. I hear bear suits coming back up. Yep, here we go. Zoot. Why is ETH? Guys, ETH just got home. Wasn't supposed to be home yet. And ETH is wearing a damn bear suit. ETH, you better take off that bear suit. Bitcoin's about to break its resistance. You're bearish on me? Why? I can't be too serious. I can only be so serious when I'm doing those conversations. I can only be so serious. All right. We're just chilling. We're chilling right at that resistance. Can we break it? For the 8th time. For the 18th time. 358. Welcome to everyone who's joining the stream right now. If you haven't subscribed yet to the stream, make sure you guys subscribe. It's as easy as hitting that subscribe button down below. If you guys are subscribed, make sure you guys hit that alert box button so you always know when I go live, because we know how sometimes the little algorithm doesn't like to necessarily be too nice to the old crypto people. So yeah, you guys saw the Bitcoin search term on YouTube. Like, that's worldwide, but I think United States makes a little more sense, at least when it comes to like a stat like this. You guys know United States. Boom. Why is that not working? United States. Click. Go. Yeah. It's so we have about a third of the people searching for Bitcoin on YouTube right now. A third. which you can look at as bullish or bearish, whatever way you want to look at it. For anyone that's new to coming to the stream right now. 1K likes for the marriage proposal with ETH. We're already married. We actually got eloped. We actually got eloped. We didn't actually get married. Well, I guess that's still getting married, but yeah. Not gonna say it was my best decision. I guess it was. NFTs are popping right now. Yeah. You looked at them earlier, dude. I mean, the Decentraland, Engine. We saw Sandbox, Axie, Chili's too. What else? That's really at least on the top 100. But like, yeah, NFTs are going nuts. Nuts burgers. Unless you're about to show some tiger shark footage, I'm out. Fair enough, Hook said. I can't beat that, man. I can't beat that. So I guess you're out, dude. Peace out. Farewell. Have a good one. All right. Bitcoin's going for it again. 33,140. 33,140. She might be married to you, but she come over to spend with me. Drew. Chill out, man. Don't be talking about my wife like that. Just kidding. Like I said, it's fair game. NFTs are dumb. Just buy Bitcoin. Yeah. I mean, I think diversifying is good. I own Decentraland. I own Decentraland. Kind of my go-to NFT play. I don't own any land in Decentraland. You guys think I should buy some land in Decentraland? I don't even know how much that crap costs. How much does it cost to buy land? It's like a good piece of land in Decentraland. I gotta assume it's a couple thousand, right? Send the whales. Send the whales. Go Bucks, go. Yeah, we're gonna get off soon and watch that game. But I know as soon as I press that end stream button, as soon as I press it, guys, Bitcoin's gonna start pumping, and we're gonna go up to 34,130. That's my prediction. As soon as I press end stream. Who else agrees? You guys know it's true. You know it's true. You absolutely know. Hopefully this whale has his glasses on. Yeah. Elon would know. Bye. He coughed. He's got... That's the worst, when you go to a restaurant and you start coughing and everyone looks at you like... It's like the thumbnails. It's like they're practicing their this is how people look at you if you cough in a restaurant right now. Let me bring it up. My favorite meme. My favorite meme. I think if I did do these thumbnails, I would be bringing in all the views. I would get all the views if I did these thumbnails. I might just do one time just for fun, and all the trolls will come in. Stop doing those thumbnails, man. But this is how people look at you if you cough in a restaurant right now. It's facts. It's absolutely facts. Damn, that was a good crimson chin. I don't know if I can ever do that crimson chin again. Damn, that's insane. Play Pump It Up by Joe No. Get the likes up, everyone. You think we'll get rejected? I think we're going to break it. That's my personal opinion. I think we do break this to the upside. Now, the more times we hit it, the more times we're likely to break it. We've tested it 3 times, depending on where you want to draw the line. You could draw this a little bit lower if you really wanted to. But, yeah. All right, guys. I'm probably gonna call the stream just because I want it to pump for you guys, and it's not gonna pump until I get off the stream. All right, so enjoy the rest of your night. Make sure you guys, don't panic sell your crypto, right? I gave you guys tons of hopium tonight, so take it with you until tomorrow. I will be streaming in the morning tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're at work, if you're chilling at home, I will be live tomorrow morning, and it'll be good if Bitcoin's pumping. You watch the stream at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. All right. So I'll catch you all tomorrow. Don't panic sell your crypto. Don't do anything I went to, and don't panic sell yo crypto. Enjoy the pump as soon as I get off here. Once again, it is going to pump right now. I'm telling you. Watch. It's gonna pump right now. I'm gonna press end stream right now. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it goes. It's gonna pump. Ready? Peace out, guys.